Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and before we get started, let me get the shout out of the way. Today's shout out goes to Marcelo Maya. Marcelo Maya was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and that's the one's I shot at. So congratulations, Marcelo. What do I got for you today? This is the Xinlin X198 GPS FPV flyer. This is actually an interesting little drone here that I'm kind of anxious to be flying here. It has supposedly good distance, and that's why I want to see how far out can it go. But it also has follow me, circle me, and waypoint flying that you can do via its LWFPV app. Now let's look at this drone. It does have this camera pod on it, which records to your video directly to a microSD card. There's a microSD card slot in the back. That prevents Wi-Fi lag that we normally see with Wi-Fi FPV flyers, so the video should be relatively smooth, I'm hoping. But we notice two antennas here. So one antenna is for control of the drone. I'm not sure which one. And one is, oh, here. This one here is for the FPV from the camera. So this one controls the drone. This one here is the FPV. So they're external and separated. And hopefully that, since the reception, the quadcopter control antenna is external to the drone, it should hopefully provide improved reception or control reception from the FPV or from the transmitter, so that you can get farther control range. Here's the battery bay. Notice this battery bay, and I want to show you the battery that comes with this. It's a 2000 milliamp or 7.4 volt, but notice the shape of it. You know, it just slides in and you lock it in place with this lock down here. But if you notice this shape, this is very similar to the Bugs 2 battery, okay? Except the Bugs 2 battery XT30 connector is a little bit further back, so you can't use a Bugs 2 battery for those of you out there wondering. But you can, and I will demonstrate that, use a Bugs 3 battery. Now these are cheap, widely available, very plentiful, so you can use a Bugs 3, and I've flown it around my yard with the Bugs 3. The problem being, though, is there's no connector or there's no clip to hold it in place. You know, this thing here won't hold the battery in place. You could modify the battery and add a little lip to it so that this locking pin would get it to hold it in place. But what I'm going to do today is just use a simple piece of tape. It's a piece of cellophane tape on the back here to prevent the battery from sliding out. Now let's go over the controller. This is its controller. Lots of buttons on this thing. This button here is for increasing rates from beginner to expert, you know, increasing pitch to make it go faster. This button here, I don't think this actually works though in GPS mode. I tried that out in my front yard and I didn't see much difference. Keep that in mind. This is your return to home button. Press that and the quadcopter should fly back home and land itself. And let me take my glasses off so I can read the small print here. This is your headless mode button. To enter a headless mode, you press that button there, or exit, you press it again. And you can switch from GPS mode to normal altitude hold flying mode by pressing this button here. Keep this in mind, folks. This is a good button to keep in mind in case you enter toilet bowl effect. And I'm going to bring that up right now. I noticed there's one other person that did a review prior to me that had some problems with toilet bowl effect until it eventually flew away on him, and I think that was because of improper compass calibration. I'll go into detail on that here shortly. But if you enter into severe toilet bowl effect, either land immediately, or better yet, press this button here to exit from GPS mode to normal altitude hold flying mode. That should bring you out of that toilet bowl effect, but you'd have to be flying it manually, and then just put it on the ground and redo a compass calibration. Now you got a video key and a photo key. Supposedly these are supposed to start and stop the video and take a photo. These did not work with this version of the drone that I got here. The only way I could get this thing to record, at least to the memory card, was to use the LWFPV app button for recording. So keep that in mind, that these do not seem to function with this drone. You have to use the app. It has automatic takeoff and automatic land buttons, which you activate by pressing here. This is for takeoff. This one's for landing. Now in the instructions, it also said it had follow me and circle me. These buttons are inactive on my particular model. These buttons are only useful if you get the dual GPS version, and I don't think that's available yet, folks. I don't know if they're actually going to put out a dual GPS version, because this one dual GPS is used for follow me and circle me, But since this works with an app, I think that they're going to probably not activate these and come out with a dual GPS version. They're probably going to just stick with the app version so that you can do dual GPS or follow me and circle me using the app. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, and this is very, very important, is this FPV from this camera is 5G 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. Not all cameras are currently equipped with 802.11 AC capability. So if before you consider purchasing this, I strongly recommend that you take your phone, go on the internet, and look it up whether your phone is capable of receiving 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, 5G Wi-Fi in effect. If it can't, this drone will not work for you. I mean, you won't be able to use the app, and the app is very important for this drone, okay? So keep that in mind. There are other drones out there that require 5G Wi-Fi, but don't make the same mistake others have made and go ahead and buying this without checking your phone, because you might be very disappointed when you finally get it and discover that it does not have FPV capability because your phone does not have 5G Wi-Fi. So I just wanted to bring that up. Okay, let's go for a flight of this thing and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, we are going to start off with the stock battery. And you insert the stock battery like so until you get that boop, 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 and then you lock it in place with the locking button or the locking lever there. Now, before we take to the air, again, I mentioned the compass calibration. Here's how you do it. First, we're going to turn on the transmitter and bind it to the drone. And make sure I still got lights. And we're now going to do, I'm not bound to the drone. Okay, I took too long to do this. So what I'm going to do, Ellen, we got to rebind this again. Okay, I'm going to unplug the battery, plug in the battery, clip it, and immediately turn on the transmitter. And now we have lock on to the drone, binding to the drone, because I can read both voltages here, 5.3 volts and 8.2 volts of the drone. Now, and GPS is on. The first thing we need to do before we take off is a compass calibration. Very, very important. Here's how you do it. You raise this lever up and to the right, and the left lever down and to the left. And the lights on your drone will start to flash differently than they were flashing at. Right now they get rapid blinking lights. I don't know if you can see them or not, but what we're going to do is 3 turns. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to point down. Okay, there was no change in these blinking lights, but ignore that and do 3 nose down turns until we get a solid light, or the lights change. And there we go. We got solid lights. So wait until you get the solid lights, okay? You do not have a compass calibration until you have solid lights. And now I'm dizzy. If you don't have solid lights, you won't be able to take off. And if you don't do this compass calibration first, I guarantee you're probably going to run into toilet bowl effect. Okay, now last night, or previous to coming out here, I connected my drone via 5G Wi-Fi, my phone via 5G Wi-Fi to the drone, so I should be connected. Let me open up the Wi-Fi or the LWFPV app and open up Mobazin so you can see it. Hold on, folks. Okay, this is the LWFPV app available on Google Play and iTunes. Now, notice, I don't know if you can see this or not, but notice on my LCD screen that I have 17 satellites locked on. I strongly recommend before takeoff that you wait until you have at least like 9 to 10 satellites. That will also reduce your chance of getting toilet bowl effect, much more accurate FPV, or much more accurate hover from this drone. But right now, before we take off, I want to start the video camera, and I'm going to do that with the app. Video camera is started, and I'm going to hit the automatic takeoff button. And I believe also we have to start the motors first. Sorry about that. Bringing the sticks down and out to start the motors, then pressing the automatic takeoff button. And I'm going to step back a bit. And notice we see toilet bowl. Okay, and the toilet bowl is probably going to get worse. So what I'm going to do is hit, turn to normal mode, press the normal button, GPS normal. Now it's flying normally using altitude hold. Let's see if I can go back to GPS. And is it going to do that again? Yeah, the toilet bowl's picking up again. I got a little bit of a breeze. So what I'm going to do, folks, is go back to normal mode and land this. Automatic land button. Yeah, I'm going to land it manually. Okay, what that tells us, we need to do that compass calibration again. So compass calibration. And we're blinking. I'm going to go 4 times this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, then point nose down. 1, and we got solid lights. Okay, so again, always do a stability check before takeoff or after takeoff, and double check that you got stability. If you see toilet bowl, come out of GPS mode and land it, and then redo the compass calibration. Okay, we should be good to go again. So let's start the motors again. Still got video recording, doing automatic takeoff. Let's see if that improved things. And no, it didn't. It wants to fly backwards now. It was flying who knows to where. It's flying back. Or am I got GPS on? No, GPS is off. Turn the GPS on. That's why that was doing that. GPS was off. Double check that. Okay, let's see the stability this time. Letting it hover for a bit. Let's go up a little bit higher too, so we don't hit anything. Okay, that seemed to help it. Okay, so recording on Mobazin, recording with the drone. Let's go outbound, out to about 100 meters, and it's going diagonally, going up a bit higher. And what's our distance right there? I'm going to plop it there. Our distance is about 193 feet. Now I'm going to put my glasses back on. The reason I want to do that is we're going to go up higher and go even further outbound. Going up higher. And going outbound again. Let's see how much FPV distance we can get. Let's go to the left too. I want to go off in that direction. Give it a little yaw. Going outbound. And we'll plop it there. Let's check the distance. And the distance we're at right now is 92 feet and 600 feet out. That's about 200 meters or so, close to 200 meters. We'll go up a little bit higher since we still got do we got FPV reception? Yeah, we do. So going out even further. 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 Still got reception. Still got good reception. And let's plop it there. I can still see it a bit. And our altitude or distance is 877 meters, getting close to 300 meters out. Or 877 feet, I'm sorry. Going higher too, going higher. And up on farther. And I'm losing FPV. I still got control, but FPV is getting wonky at that distance there. So I can just barely see it. So I'm going to hit the return to home buttons and hope it returns. So pressing return to home. And it seems to be coming back. And how much battery power we got? We got 48% battery. So, you know, it's about 300 meters, a little over 300 meters, around 300 meters. I forgot what the maximum feet range was before I lost FPV, which isn't too bad. Okay, and let's see how close of a landing can we get with this thing. And it's coming down. Coming down. Coming down. It's still descending. And how much battery again do we got left? 48%. I think I still got time to do some demonstration of the app features. Once we see how closely and how accurately our landing. Well, again, we took off from a different position, so I can't measure that. But there we go. There's its automatic return to home and landing. Let's turn that off. And I'm going to stop the video right there and restart it. Okay. Okay, no insert SD card. Why is that? I do have an SD card inserted. Let's see if we can stop it. And it doesn't regain the FPV, apparently. I'm looking here, and we're still locked at where we were at about how many feet? 877 feet. So from 877 feet, the point where it lost reception, it also lost FPV. So I'm going to go into the Wi-Fi and see if I can connect to it. Hold on, folks. Okay, we've reconnected. Unfortunately, I don't know if I got that video since I was unable to save that video. We'll find out here after the flight. Let me start that and stop it and see if that helps. But this time, let's take to the air again. And this time I'm going to use the app to take to the air. Let's see if we can do that. No unlock. Okay, I got it. And then take to the air. You have to hit that lock first. Okay, do I have control over it with this? Yeah, I still got control with this, but we are going to go up a bit higher. And I'm going to walk over here. I'll let it sit up there. And come down a little lower. I'm going to put some distance between me and it. That should be it. And let's try follow me. Okay, follow me is that button there. Okay, let's see if it follows. It is. It's actually doing a good job of follow me. Let's get this old man running. How about if I run toward it? Oh, by the way, how do you like my shirt today, folks? Okay, so follow me works rather well on this, surprisingly. Okay, let's come out of follow me. I still got power here. And let's see if we can do circle position. Point, unlock, and take off. I guess you got to do that from... yeah, apparently you can't do that right now. Let me try waypoint mode. And hit draw. Hit draw. Okay, we're going to hold off on that right now until I get a new battery in here. So going back to follow and video and coming down lower. Oh, doesn't want to come down lower. It's going back home. I guess we're low battery. Is it following me or is it going? No, it's still following me. So from whatever altitude it was at when you activated it, it stays at that. So let's turn off follow me. Let's come down lower. I want to get a little closer and see if we can do follow me close up. No. Is it still following me? It's still following me. I want to turn it off. Let's do a return to home. We're going to call it quits there. I'm going to put a new battery in there. We're getting low. Follow me and lock. Turn off follow me. How about waypoint? And can I land it? Bring it closer. I'm just going to land it, folks. Doesn't want to come out and follow me. I'm not sure why. And what I want to do now is, we're down to 30% battery. I wanted to show you that we can use the Bugs 3 battery. So, and I'll show you how I do that here shortly. So let's go for the second part of this flight. Okay, here's how we use the Bugs 3 battery. It fits the same, it's the same form factor, and it pulls up nicely, snugly to the back of the drone. But to hold it in place once it's in there, you're going to need to use a piece of tape. Just a piece of Scotch tape, cellophane tape, and there we go. So we're ready to go. All I need to do now is rebind the drone. Probably need to do another compass calibration. Always do those, folks, especially with this drone. Okay, battery's plugged in. Turning on the transmitter. And we got bind. And activating compass calibration. And doing it once more. Okay, I'm going to do 4 turns. 4 turns seems to work better. 1. Oh, it's compass calibrated already. That's pretty fast. I guess they liked its compass calibration from before, so we'll stick with that. Okay, and then I'll fire up the app and we'll go flying and try waypoint mode. Okay, for waypoint flying, we're going to need to use the map. And going to map view here, and I'm trying to zoom out. I can see the area here. It is showing the roads around here. I'm connected to the internet via my data connection. I'm not sure if you can download these maps separately, but what I am going to do is we are going to hit that button in the upper left, select map mode, and select draw, and select that pin there. And I want to go out of here. I'm trying to draw a waypoint. Let's zoom in a bit. Draw a waypoint. Okay, let's try another pin. How about this pin? And unfortunately, I can't get the pins to work on this. Maybe it's because I'm not controlling the drone via the app. Let's turn off this transmitter and try to control the drone using the app only. So, transmitter's coming off. Let's see if we can control the drone with the app. So, let me make sure we are connected. And the way you do that is, let's move the drone, make sure we got video movement. We do. And we're going to select control and also select map and waypoint. Or the maximum number of waypoints. So yeah, you have to be in app control only. Let me clean my screen here so I can see this better. And let me turn off these sticks and zoom in. And let's put another waypoint down. Let's try that again. Waypoint. Waypoint. Okay, the last time I had the sticks on, so maybe you need to have the sticks on to show you got control. Okay. It's not doing it, folks. Well, what I'm going to do is unlock, take to the air, start the video camera, and while it's in the air, let's see if I can get this to do it. Waypoints, picking a waypoint, draw. No, doesn't want to do it. I got it to work one time. So unfortunately the waypoint feature doesn't seem to work, but I'm flying it with the app right now. So let's go back to view. Let's try follow me using the app, just with the app. It's holding its position well. And again, circle me is grayed out again. I'm not sure why. Or circle position. But again, I forgot to say, did I say it already? How do you like my shirt today, folks? So let's go to follow me. And it raises up a bit. And let's see it follow me. Just using my phone. Again, it's using the GPS from my phone for this follow me feature capability. It seems to be getting a little bit closer to me as I walk down this road. How about if I walk over here? You know, there is an error between where it understands you are and where the phone understands that you are, and that's the why this is happening. So what I'm going to do here, when you do follow me, especially when it's using your phone for GPS, you want to put some distance between you and the drone so that error, and now I can't turn it off. It doesn't want to turn off again. So we're going to come over here, land, and redo it again. Okay, land. And we are, see if we can unlock follow me. See that yellow? That's staying on, and I don't want it to stay on. Let me turn off the video camera too. Turn off follow me. Did it turn off? No, it didn't. How about if I turn that on? Okay, now hopefully follow me is turned off. Select control. So we got stick control. Maybe that's the way to turn it off. You have to go back to stick control. So let's unlock the motors. Starting the camera again. Take off. This time I'm going to walk over here, put some distance, put some altitude on the drone. Get some more distance. Activating follow me. Does it point toward me automatically? Yes, it does. Okay. And let's see if I can walk toward it, and we'll walk away or fly away from me as I walk toward it. And yes, it does. So you want to put distance between yourself and the drone. And this time, let's see if I can come out of follow me by pressing the control buttons. Okay. No, that doesn't seem to do it. It stays. Is it following me? No, it's not. So to come out of follow me, you have to hit that. It is following me. It's still following me. So they need to work on this app, because once you activate follow me, it does not want to come out of follow me. Hopefully they'll correct that in this app. Follow me works very well. It just doesn't turn off once you activate it. We'll walk around the desert a bit, getting a view of the desert. I got to watch out for snakes. It's that time of year. But follow me's working. We're going to call it quits here. Walk back to the car with this drone following me around like a little puppy. It doesn't want to turn off. Do you follow me? And I got to find an empty area, clear area for it to land. It's closer to the car. And we'll call it quits. But again, we're flying with the Bugs 3 battery, so you'll be able to find spare batteries for it. Now, again, the current version of the app needs to be updated. They need to be able to turn off follow me once you activate it. And they also need to turn on circle me. Circle me has, I tried to activate it, and it's grayed out on my, my app. So I don't think they have implemented circle me yet, circle position capability yet with this drone. And yeah, right about there. That seems clear. Let's hit the automatic landing button. Let it land. I'm not going to move in case it's still unfollow me. Land, and then we'll turn off the video. So that's it. That's flying with the app only. You know, you can fly it with the controller, or you can fly it with the app. My thoughts on this: it's cool, GPS drone. It's cool that you can use. Let me unplug that too. Use the Bugs 3 batteries with this. It's a brushless GPS drone. People look for that. But it's very important and very sensitive to doing a proper compass calibration before flight. If you notice any toilet bowl effect at all, redo the compass calibration until you get a good steady hover out of this drone. And it seems to remember that compass calibration for your area. This is true for all, by the way, true for all GPS drones. When you get these, they still think they're in China, and the compass is still set to China. The deviation that it's seeing, its compass deviation, is still the compass deviation to China. That can create big problems to the GPS if it's not updated. So, other things, the app seems to, when you get out of range and if you lose Wi-Fi reception, it does not automatically regain the Wi-Fi signal from the drone after it comes back into range. This can create a problem in that you'll probably lose your video. I hope I didn't lose the video off of this unless you rebind it, unless it gets rebound to the app, and then you could stop that video recording. I'm hoping that I got that video recording from when we went out about 300 meters. So it seems to be about 300 meters maximum FPV range, by the way, with this. And finally, the app itself, the follow me feature, you can't turn it off once it's turned on. The circle me feature doesn't seem to work, and I could not get the waypoint feature to work either. So the app needs some work. There's some problems with the app that needs updating. So again, that's the X198. Hope you enjoyed this flight. It's Quadcopter 101. Signing out.
Thank you.